and will keep drifting, floating together through the mysteries. 100 unexplainable mysteries, looping softly, endlessly through the night. Tonight we'll drift through the Tao's hum, the maddening sound. Only 2% can hear. The wow signal, the 72-second transmission that should have changed everything. The Devil's Kettle, a waterfall. Where half the river vanishes, there's nothing you need to do now. Just let your body sink, heavier, heavier. Feel the mattress holding you, every muscle softening, your heartbeat slowing, matching the rhythm of space itself, shoulders melting down, jaw releasing, each breath pulling you deeper, deeper into the calm, the quiet, the dark. If this helps you rest, tap subscribe and hit like so others can find this calm too. But only if your eyes are still open. Otherwise, just drift. Now, let's drift into unexplainable mysteries. Somewhere in a library that no longer exists, in Constantinople, in the year 1912, a book dealer found something impossible. The Voynich manuscript, written in a language that doesn't exist, illustrated with plants that never grew on Earth, at least not any Earth we recognize. Carbon dating whispers it's from the 1400s, but the ink, the parchment, they tell stories that twist and fold, like dreams within dreams, your pulse matching the rhythm of ancient scribes who drew flowers with faces, and women bathing in green liquid that spirals, spirals, spirals. Heavier now, your eyelids heavier, like stones being dragged across Salisbury Plain 5,000 years ago, when people with antler picks and wooden rollers moved blocks of bluestone, each one weighing 4 tons, from Wales, 140 miles away. The how of it dissolves into the darkness behind your closed eyes. Some say timber rollers, some say river rafts, some say glaciers carried them like the earth itself was helping. But Stonehenge stands silent, aligned perfectly with the summer solstice sunrise, and your breathing aligns with something ancient too. In, out, heavier, heavier, sinking deeper into the Nazca Desert, where lines stretch for miles across the parched earth. A spider, a hummingbird, a monkey with a spiraled tail, drawn so large they can only be seen from the sky. The Nazca people created them between 500 BCE and 500 CE, removing the reddish pebbles to reveal white ground beneath. But why? Why? Some say astronomical calendar, some say water ritual, some say messages to gods who flew, and you're floating now, floating above those lines like a condor catching thermals, rising, falling, your chest rising, falling, on an island in the Pacific, Easter Island, Rapa Nui. Nearly 900 stone faces stare inland. The moai, some weighing 80 tons, carved from volcanic tuff at Rana Raraku Quarry, then moved, somehow moved, across the island. The islanders say the statues walked, and recent experiments suggest they might be right. rocking them side to side on their bases, walking them like refrigerators, but the mystery melts into your relaxing muscles, your jaw unclenching, the weight of wondering dissolving. In Turin, in a cathedral sealed behind bulletproof glass, a cloth bears the image of a man, the Shroud of Turin, 14 feet long, showing front and back of a crucified body. Carbon dating from 1988 said medieval, 13th or 14th century. But the image formed by some process that scientists still debate, not paint, not dye, perhaps a burst of radiation, perhaps a flash of light, perhaps, and you're drifting past perhaps into the soft darkness where questions become lullabies. Heavier, your arms heavier, like the air becomes before ball lightning appears. Witnesses describe glowing spheres, floating through walls, passing through airplane windows, lasting seconds or minutes, defying everything we know about plasma and electricity. Some say it's ionized gas, some say it's quantum effects, some say it's silicon particles burning, but it drifts, just like you're drifting through impossible spaces. Thump, thump. In Norway's Hessdalen Valley, lights dance in the sky, white, yellow, red, appearing several times a week since the 1930s. The Hessdalen lights, studied by scientists with instruments, measured, photographed, analyzed. Some say piezoelectric effects from rocks under stress. Some say combustion of particles in the air. Some say plasma. But the lights keep dancing, and your thoughts keep dancing away, away into sleep's soft valley. Around the world, in Taos, New Mexico, in Bristol, England, in Largs, Scotland, people hear it. A low-frequency hum, constant, maddening. Only 2% of people can hear it. The hum phenomenon, investigated by scientists, not tinnitus, not imagination. Measurable in some cases, possibly industrial equipment, possibly seismic activity, possibly the sound of Earth's electromagnetic field. And you're sinking below the frequency of thought, below the hum of consciousness. Heavier, heavier. In 1997, deep in the Pacific Ocean, hydrophones recorded something massive. The bloop, ultra-low frequency sound, louder than any whale, matching the profile of a living creature, but too large, impossibly large. The sound travelled over 3,000 miles, triangulated to a remote point near Antarctica. Some say ice quake, some say underwater volcano, some say something alive, something vast, sliding through black water. And you're sliding into sleep's ocean, where mysteries swim in the depths. Enrico Fermi asked the question at lunch in 1950. Where is everybody? The universe is 13.8 billion years old. The Milky Way contains hundreds of billions of stars, many with planets in habitable zones. So where are the aliens? The Fermi paradox. Perhaps we're first. Perhaps we're last. Perhaps they're here, but we can't recognize them. Perhaps intelligence is rare. Perhaps civilizations destroy themselves. Perhaps we're living in a simulation, and you're simulating sleep now. Your consciousness dimming, like stars behind clouds. 85% of the universe we cannot see, cannot touch. Dark matter holds galaxies together. Dark energy pushes the universe apart. We know they exist because of what they do, not what they are. Like gravity bending light around invisible mass. Like the universe expanding faster and faster, and your awareness expanding, then contracting, then dissolving into the dark matter of dreams. Heavier, heavier. Give someone a sugar pill, tell them it's medicine, and they get better. The placebo effect, real, measurable, profound. Brain scans show actual changes in neural activity. Endorphins release, pain diminishes. But why? How does belief become biology? Some say expectation, some say conditioning, some say the mind-body connection is deeper than we map, and your mind is connecting now with the soft pillow, with the heavy blanket, with sleep's gentle pull, melting. Every night you dream, 90 minutes cycling through REM sleep, eyes moving beneath closed lids. In dreams you fly, you fall, you meet people who never existed. Why? Freud said wish fulfillment. Modern neuroscience says memory consolidation, threat simulation, emotional regulation. But the true purpose drifts away, like you're drifting away into those very dreams we cannot explain. Heavier now, so heavy. Consciousness, the hard problem. Why does physical brain activity produce subjective experience? Why is there something it feels like to be you? Neurons fire, chemicals flow, but where in that storm of electricity does the feeling of red emerge, the taste of salt, the awareness of awareness? Philosophers debate, scientists measure, but the gap between matter and mind remains, and you're falling into that gap now, falling softly, your heartbeat, the only certainty, déjà vu, the eerie feeling you've lived this moment before. 70% of people experience it, lasting seconds, associated with temporal lobe activity, perhaps crossed wires between perception and memory, perhaps parallel universes bleeding through, perhaps your brain glitching like a loading screen, and you're loading sleep now, buffering, consciousness fading to black. In 1901, divers found it off Antikythera Island, corroded bronze gears, the Antikythera mechanism, an ancient Greek computer from around 100 BCE, calculating astronomical positions, predicting eclipses, technology that shouldn't exist for another 1,000 years. X-rays revealed 30 interlocking gears, differential systems, precise engineering. Who built it? Why was this knowledge lost? The gears turn in your mind, turning slower, until they stop. and you drift past ancient shores. In Baghdad, archaeologists found clay jars, copper cylinders, iron rods. The Baghdad battery, dated to around 200 BCE, could produce voltage if filled with acidic liquid. But were they batteries? Some say yes, for electroplating gold. Some say no, for storing scrolls. The current of certainty flowing away, away, as you sink heavier into your bed, every muscle releasing, releasing. In 1513, an Ottoman admiral named Piri Reis drew a map showing the coast of Antarctica without ice. But Antarctica wasn't discovered until 1820, and the land beneath the ice wasn't mapped until 1958. The Piri Reis map. Some say he copied ancient sources. Some say coincidence. Some say evidence of earlier civilizations or visitors. The map dissolves into the static of your settling thoughts. Heavier, heavier. Time slips. People report walking down familiar streets that suddenly transform into the past. Buildings change, cars disappear, clothing shifts to another era, then snap back to now. Documented cases in Liverpool, in Versailles, in Times Square. Perhaps electromagnetic anomalies. Perhaps memory overlays. Perhaps time is not the straight line we think. And you're slipping now. Slipping out of time's current into the timeless space of sleep. Orbiting Earth, they say there's something. The Black Knight satellite, first noticed in 1960. An object in polar orbit when no country had that capability, photographed during STS-88 mission. Some say space debris, some say thermal blanket, some say alien probe watching us for 13,000 years. It watches, you rest, you're breathing steady, in, out, like the orbit of mysteries above. Near Marfa, Texas, ghost lights float on the horizon. The Marfa lights, witnessed since the 1880s, changing colours, splitting and merging, dancing above Mitchell Flat. Scientists investigated. Some concluded car headlights refracted through air layers. But locals who've watched for generations, they know better. The lights drift. You drift. Heavier now. So much heavier. In the Australian outback, travellers see them. The Min Min lights, following cars for miles, hovering, retreating when approached. Aboriginal legends speak of them for thousands of years. Perhaps bioluminescence, perhaps Fata Morgana, perhaps the spirits of the land. Watching, watching as you close your eyes, as your thoughts scatter like lights in the desert night. At sea, sailors see it. St. Elmo's fire, blue or violet flames dancing on masts and rigging. Not fire at all, but plasma. Ionized air glowing in strong electric fields before thunderstorms, named for the patron saint of sailors, a sign of protection or warning. The glow fades, like your consciousness fades. Softer now, quieter, scattered across the Carolinas, 500,000 oval depressions, the Carolina Bays, all oriented the same direction, northwest to southeast. Some say meteor impacts, some say wind and water, some say a comet exploded over North America 13,000 years ago, scattering ice and debris, creating the bays and starting the Younger Dryas. The theories scatter like your thoughts scatter, melting into the soft pillow in the Sahara Desert, visible from space, a massive circular structure, the Eye of the Sahara, the Richet structure, 25 miles across, concentric rings of rock. Some say eroded dome, some say impact crater, some say Atlantis. Plato described a circular city, rings of land and water, but this is stone and sand. Your thoughts are stone and sand too, heavy, sinking, thump, thump. Beneath the waters of Japan, divers found them. The Yonaguni Monument, massive stone structures, terraces, pillars, right angles. Some say natural erosion, some say human construction from when sea levels were lower, 12,000 years ago. Civilization before civilization. The water presses down, like sleep presses down on your mind. Deeper, deeper, everything blue and quiet. Near the Baltic Sea, sonar revealed it. The Baltic Sea anomaly, a disc-shaped object, 200 feet across, sitting on the ocean floor. Some say glacial deposit, some say Nazi anti-submarine device, some say crashed UFO. Divers reported electrical interference to the formation splits, fractal patterns, and your awareness splits too, fracturing into dreams, heavier. In southeastern Turkey, on a hilltop, Göbekli Tepe rises from the earth, massive stone pillars arranged in circles, T-shaped, carved with animals, built 11,000 years ago, before agriculture, before pottery, before metal tools. How did hunter-gatherers organize? Why did they build a temple before they built villages? The stones stand in your mind, then topple, slowly, as you sink into sleep's excavation. In Siberia, a strange crater rises from the earth, the Potomsky crater, cone-shaped, made of shattered limestone, 70 meters wide, formed within the last 500 years. Not a meteorite impact, not a volcano, possibly a steam explosion, possibly a natural gas eruption. The locals call it Fire Eagle's Nest and avoid it. You avoid waking now, sinking away from the mystery, heavier, heavier. In Death Valley, rocks move across the desert floor, leaving long trails behind them, the sailing stones, some weighing hundreds of pounds. Researchers finally documented it in 2014. Thin ice sheets form on winter nights. Wind pushes the ice, dragging rocks across slick mud. But the trails remain mysterious, beautiful. And you're leaving a trail too. A trail from waking to sleep, sliding, sliding across the surface of consciousness. Something is pulling us, pulling our galaxy and millions of others. The great attractor, a gravitational anomaly, 250 million light-years away, hidden behind the Milky Way's disk, impossible to see directly, mass equivalent to tens of thousands of galaxies, pulling us at 600 kilometers per second. We're all falling toward it, and you're falling too, falling softly into sleep's attraction. Radio telescopes detect them. Fast radio bursts, milliseconds of intense radio waves from distant galaxies, billions of light-years away. Some repeat, some don't. Could be magnetars, could be neutron star collisions, could be something else entirely. These signals cross space, cross time, and your thoughts cross into dreams, brief bursts, then silence. Silence. In 2017, astronomers spotted it. Oumuamua, first interstellar visitor, cigar-shaped, tumbling through our solar system, accelerating slightly away from the sun, not quite following gravity's path. Some say hydrogen iceberg, some say nitrogen ice, some say light sail from another civilization. It came from the direction of Vega, traveling for millions of years, and it's gone now, like your waking thoughts, drifting, drifting, heavier. How did the moon form? The giant impact hypothesis says a Mars-sized object hit early Earth, ejecting debris that coalesced into our lunar companion. But the moon's composition matches Earth's too closely, and the impact should have left Earth spinning faster. Recent theories suggest multiple impact, or direct hit, or capture. The moon pulls the tides and pulls you towards sleep, rising, falling. Why is ice slippery? Such a simple question. Pressure melting, some say, but skaters don't exert enough pressure. Friction heating, but ice is slippery even standing still. Surface water layer, perhaps. Molecules at the boundary vibrating into semi-liquid state. Or perhaps ice is teaching us. We don't understand everything, not even simple things. And that's okay. That's okay. Let understanding go. Let waking go. Heavier, heavier. Consciousness again. Why does it feel like something to be you? The hard problem. Neurons fire in patterns. Information integrates. But why isn't it dark inside? Why the inner light? The theatre of experience. Some say it's emergent. Some say it's fundamental. Some say we're asking the wrong question. The question fades. Like all questions fade. In sleep's soft answer, monarch butterflies migrate 3,000 miles. Arctic terns fly pole to pole. Sea turtles return to their birth beaches. Salmon navigate home to spawn. How? Magnetic crystals in their bodies. Some say, sensing Earth's magnetic field. But the precision, the inherited maps, the ability to find tiny islands in vast oceans remains, and you remain sinking heavier into your bed, letting go of all navigation, drifting, drifting wherever sleep takes you. Anesthesia works. We put millions under every year. But how? We know which drugs work. Propofol, sevoflurane, but not why. They affect consciousness at low doses. Many theories, disrupting neural networks, interfering with microtubules, binding to lipid membranes. You're going under now too, under the surface of waking, everything getting distant, quiet, dark, softer, softer. Ancient monuments align, Giza pyramids to Orion's belt, Stonehenge to solstice sunrise, Machu Picchu to mountain peaks, temples in Angkor Wat to constellation Draco. Coincidence, some say, pattern-seeking minds. Yet the precision speaks. The architects knew something, tracked something. The alignments blur in your fading vision, stars wheeling above your closed eyes, wheeling, wheeling, and you're wheeling away into night's deep alignment. In Florida, a man named Edward Leedskalnin built Coral Castle, alone, using only hand tools, moving blocks of coral limestone, some weighing 30 tons. He stood 5 feet tall, weighed 100 pounds, claimed to know the secrets of the pyramids, magnetic currents. Nobody saw him work, only at night. How? Tripods and leverage, say engineers. But he took his secrets to the grave, and you're carrying yours into sleep, whatever they are. Dissolving, dissolving, thump, thump. The Codex Seraphinianus, published in 1981. Italian architect Luigi Serafini created an encyclopedia of an impossible world, illustrated with surreal precision, written in a script that looks meaningful but isn't. Plants with fingers, fish with human heads, bleeding rainbows. It means nothing, he later said. Yet your mind searches for meaning, searches, then stops searching, just floating past the strange images into your own strange images, dreams forming in the dark. The Library of Alexandria, the ancient world's greatest collection, perhaps 700,000 scrolls. How was it destroyed? Fire during Caesar's siege. Some say attacks by Christians. Others claim slowly declining over centuries. Budget cuts. Neglect. Perhaps there was no single destruction. Just the gradual dimming of light, like consciousness dimming now. Gradually, gradually, heavier, heavier, the scrolls of your thoughts burning softly away. The Ark of the Covenant, gold-covered acacia wood, holding the tablets of commandments described in Exodus, carried before the Israelites, bringing victory, striking down enemies, then lost. Some say hidden before Babylon's conquest. Some say taken to Ethiopia. Some say buried under Temple Mount. Some say destroyed. It vanished like dreams vanish, like you're vanishing into sleep's holy territory, melting, melting away. The Holy Grail, cup from the Last Supper, sought by knights, by treasure hunters, by believers. Maybe it's in Glastonbury, maybe Valencia, maybe it's the bloodline, not a cup at all. Maybe it never existed. Quests without ending, searches without finding, and you're ending your search now, finding sleep instead, your personal grail. Finally, the Beale ciphers, 3 pages of numbers describing treasure buried near Bedford County, Virginia. Party of 30 men discovered gold and silver, hid it. 2 ciphers unsolved, only 1 broken using the Declaration of Independence as key. Is there treasure? Was there ever? The numbers blur. Your own thoughts becoming meaningless, letting go of treasure, letting go of everything. Heavier. Outside CIA headquarters, a sculpture stands. Cryptos by James Sanborn. 4 sections of encrypted text. 3 solved, 1 remains. K4, 97 characters, defying cryptographers since 1990. The artist knows the answer. Waiting. Your answers wait too, in sleep, in dreams, waiting in the dark. From 2012 to 2014, someone posted puzzles online. Cicada 3301, complex cryptography, steganography, spanning multiple countries, recruiting intelligent individuals. For what? Nobody knows. The puzzle stopped. Were they intelligence agencies? Cryptocurrency developers? RG artists? The mystery remains, like you remain on the edge of sleep, teetering, falling softly through encrypted darkness. The Tunguska event, June 30th, 1908, Siberian forest. A blast flattens 80 million trees across 800 square miles, brighter than the sun, heard 500 miles away. But no crater, no meteorite fragments. Some say airburst, comet or asteroid exploding above ground. Some say black hole. Some say antimatter. Some say Tesla's experiment gone wrong. The trees lie radial, pointing away from the epicenter, like your thoughts, radiating outward, then settling into stillness, heavier. The Dyatlov Pass incident, February 1959. 9 experienced hikers dead in the Ural Mountains, tent cut from inside, bodies found scattered, some with massive internal trauma, no external wounds, 1 missing her tongue and eyes, some with trace radiation. Avalanche, say recent studies, but the mystery clings like cold, like the cold of sleep settling over you, heavier, your tongue relaxing, eyes already closed, deeper into the mountains of dreams, spontaneous human combustion, bodies burning from within, reduced to ash, extremities untouched, furniture unburned, wick effect, say scientists, clothing acts as wick, body fat as fuel, slow burn, localized, but the stories persist. People bursting into flame, consumed in minutes, the fire inside you, cooling now, metabolic fire banking, dimming, heavier, turning to ash, to rest. Raining animals, frogs, fish, falling from clear skies, documented for centuries, waterspouts lifting them, say meteorologists, carrying them miles, then releasing, but rains of blood, of meat, of strange substances, those remain unexplained. Your thoughts raining down, settling, becoming still water, still, thump, thump, heavier. The Philadelphia Experiment, October 1943, USS Eldridge, allegedly made invisible, teleported. Sailors fused with metal, driven mad, hoax, say historians, misidentification of degaussing, but the story persists. Urban legend, government conspiracy. You're disappearing too, fading from the visible spectrum, becoming invisible to yourself, heavier, teleporting to sleep. The Hutchison effect. Canadian inventor John Hutchison claimed to levitate objects, fuse metal, create anomalous effects through electromagnetic frequencies, never reliably replicated, dismissed by mainstream science, trick of camera, fraud, or something genuine lost in the noise. Objects floating, you're floating, heavier yet floating. Paradox of sleep, heavy and weightless. Stigmata, wounds appearing on bodies, matching Christ's crucifixion, bleeding from hands, feet, forehead. Some cases documented by doctors. No clear medical explanation. Psychosomatic, say skeptics. Mind creating physical wounds. The mind is powerful. Your mind is powerful enough to shut down, to rest, heavier, releasing all wounds, all marks, becoming smooth, unmarked, perfect in sleep. Materialization phenomena, objects appearing from nowhere, falling from the ceiling, apports in seances, stones falling in houses, the Enfield poltergeist, objects materialized, dematerialized, your concerns materializing all day, now dematerializing, vanishing into the dark, nothing remains, nothing but heavier, empty space. The Tunguska event. Wait, we spoke of that, or did we? Memory folding, time looping, the script loops, like sleep loops, through the night, through cycles, REM and deep, surfacing, sinking. You're in the loop now, no beginning, no end, just heavier, eternal return to rest. Ball lightning, we mentioned it, but let it return. Glowing spheres, passing through airplane windows, through walls. Scientists created something similar in labs, brief plasma formations, but natural ball lightning, longer lasting, stranger, behaving with apparent intelligence, following people, hovering, the sphere of your awareness, collapsing, contracting into a point, then gone, heavier. Yolkville blobs, August 1994, Washington State. Gelatinous blobs fell from sky, made people sick, contained human white blood cells, tested by labs, theories of illegal waste dumping, military experiments, none confirmed. The blobs dissolved, your thoughts dissolving, melting, becoming liquid, becoming nothing. Thump, thump, heavier, dripping away, Phantom kangaroos reported across United States, Midwest, East Coast, where no kangaroo should be. Escaped zoo animals, say some. Mass hallucination, say others. Misidentified deer, but the sightings continue, hopping through impossible places. Your logic hopping away, leaving you still, grounded, heavy. The Devil's Footprints, February 1855, Devon, England. Footprints in snow, over 100 miles, in a single night, hoof-like, walking through walls, over rooftops. A kangaroo, said one theory. Balloons trailing rope, said another. Mass hysteria, said skeptics. The footprints melted, like your tension melts, like your wakefulness melts. Heavier, leaving no trace. The Flannan Isles Lighthouse, December 1900. 3 keepers vanished. Food on table, clock stopped, beds unmade. No sign of struggle, no bodies found. Swept away by wave, said inquiry. But the mystery haunts. Where did they go? You're going too. Going. Heavier into the mystery, into the dark. Time dilation experiences, people reporting time slowdown, in accidents, in meditations, in extreme situations, seconds stretching to minutes. Neuroscience explains some adrenaline, memory formation, but subjective time remains mysterious. Your time dilating now, this moment stretching, becoming eternal, becoming all there is. Heavier, time stops. Phantom islands appearing on maps. Ships report landing. Later explorers find nothing. Pepys Island, Bermeja, Saxenberg Island. Sandy Island appeared on maps until 2012, when satellites showed nothing. The islands sink. You sink beneath waves of consciousness. Heavier, submerging. The Devil's Sea, Dragon's Triangle. Pacific Ocean near Japan. Ships disappearing, planes vanishing. Like Bermuda Triangle but quieter, less famous. Volcanic activity, say geologists. Magnetic anomalies, deep waters, or nothing unusual at all. Just ocean, vast, deep. You're in vast deep now. Ocean of sleep. Thump, thump. Heavier, no ships, no signals. Just drift. Bermuda Triangle, we should mention it. Florida, Bermuda, Puerto Rico, thousands disappeared. Flights, ships, the statistics say, no more than elsewhere. Normal loss rates, sensationalized, yet the stories persist. Flight 19, USS Cyclops, the triangle dissolves, geometry fading, your thoughts, no longer triangular, no longer shaped, just heavier. Acoustic Kitty, CIA project, 1960s, surgically implanting listening devices into a cat, cost millions. First mission, cat hit by taxi, project abandoned, declassified, confirmed, absurd, real, your mind more absurd, mixing memories, mixing dreams, mixing everything into soft static, heavier. The Mandela effect, collective false memories. People remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s. He died in 2013. Berenstain Bears, or Berenstein. Monopoly Man's monocle, that never existed. parallel universes, some say, confabulation, say psychologists. Your memories editing themselves now, dissolving, reforming, becoming dreams, heavier. Phantom time hypothesis, Herbert Illig's theory. Years 614 to 911 CE, never happened. Added by Holy Roman Emperor, Charlemagne fictional, calendar manipulated, dendrochronology disproves it, astronomical records disprove it. Yet the idea, time being malleable, invented, your personal time, stopping now, these moments, invented, unreal, heavier, the Silurian hypothesis. What if industrial civilization existed millions of years before humans? Would we find evidence after millions of years? Probably not. Fossils are rare. Artifacts decay. The Silurians left nothing, or we haven't recognized it, or they never existed. You existed today. Tomorrow you'll barely remember. Memory fossils, decaying already, heavier, panspermia, life seeded from space, organic molecules on meteorites, amino acids, water. Perhaps life began elsewhere, travelled here, on rocks, on ice. Perhaps we're all aliens, descendants of cosmic seeds. You're cosmic now, star stuff, arranged temporarily, dissolving back to elements, to space, heavier. The Fermi paradox, third time, because it deserves it, because the silence is profound. Billions of stars, billions of years. Where is everyone? The great silence, deafening. You're silent too, finally, perfectly. No more questions, no more wondering, just thump, thump, heavier, part of the silence, cryptobiosis, life without metabolism, tardigrades, water bears, surviving extreme cold, extreme heat, radiation, vacuum of space, dried completely, dead by any measure. Add water, they revive. Life paused, life waiting, you're pausing too. Metabolism slowing, entering your own cryptobiosis, sleep suspension, heavier, waiting for morning. The overview effect, astronauts describe it as seeing Earth from space, profound shift in perspective, feeling of unity, transcendence. Carl Sagan's pale blue dot, all borders dissolving, all conflicts small. You're getting overview now of your day, of your life, from sleep's orbit. Everything small, everything pale, fading, synesthesia, senses crossing, seeing sounds, tasting colours, hearing textures. 4% of people experience it consistently. Neural pathways crossed or connected differently. You're experiencing it now, feeling the sound of your heartbeat, seeing the colour of silence, tasting the texture of darkness, heavier, heavier. The God helmet, Michael Persinger's device, magnetic fields applied to temporal lobes. Subjects report spiritual experiences, sensing presence, out-of-body feelings. God, or just neurons misfiring. Replications mixed. Controversy remains. Your temporal lobes quieting, all presence fading, except sleep's presence. Entering. Near-death experiences. 70% report similar elements. Tunnel, light, deceased relatives, life review. Peace, endorphins, say scientists, oxygen deprivation, DMT release, but the consistency across cultures, across time, remains curious. You're near sleep, approaching the tunnel, seeing the light dim, finding peace, crossing over. The Voynich manuscript, we mentioned it, but return, because mysteries loop, like this script loops. No one has decoded it. Perhaps meaningless, elaborate hoax, perhaps encrypted, perhaps alien language, perhaps awaiting the right mind. Your mind, too tired for codes, letting encryption remain, mystery remain. Cryptids, creatures unknown to science, Bigfoot, Yeti, Loch Ness Monster, Chupacabra, Mokelembembe, every culture has them. Glimpsed, never captured. Misidentified animals, say skeptics, yet to be discovered species, say cryptozoologists. The world still holds secrets. You hold secrets too. Dreams forming, strange creatures swimming up from deep. Thump, thump, heavier. The Tao's hum. We began with it. Return to it now. That low drone, maddening, persistent. Only 2% hear it. The sensitive ones, the attuned ones, or the afflicted ones. Your personal hum, your heartbeat, the only frequency now, matching Earth's Schumann resonance, 7.83 Hertz, the planet's heartbeat, and yours, synchronizing, heavier, heavier. Foo Fighters, World War II pilots, both sides, reported glowing orbs, following planes, impossible maneuvers, never hostile, just watching. Ball lightning, say some. St. Elmo's fire, say others. Never explained satisfactorily. The fighters are gone. The war is over. Everything's over for today. Just rest remains. The megalithic yard. Alexander Thom discovered it. Ancient British stone circles, built using standard unit, 2.72 feet. Too consistent for coincidence. Shared measurement system across Britain. But how? Why? No writing system. No central authority. Yet the stones align, measured, precise. Your breathing aligns, measured, precise. In, out, ley lines. Alfred Watkins noticed them. Ancient sites aligned. Stonehenge, Glastonbury, Avebury, straight lines across landscape. Some say ancient roads, some say energy lines, some say coincidence, pattern recognition. The lines fade, geometry fades, topology of your mind, flattening, smoothing, becoming nothing. Coral Castle, we mentioned it, but Ed Leeds Kalnin deserves more. He said he'd discovered the secret, anti-gravity, magnetic current. He built a telescope pointing at Polaris, carved a stone crescent, precise alignments, all alone, all at night. The castle stands. The secret died with him. Your secret's safe too, dissolving into sleep, where no one can ask. The wow signal. We mentioned it, but Jerry Eman, that astronomer, he died in 2022, never knowing what he heard. 72 seconds that changed nothing, or changed everything. Still travelling outward, that radio wave, weaker now, dispersing like your consciousness, travelling outward, dispersing, becoming cosmic background, radiation, cosmic rays, particles from space, hitting us constantly, high energy, from supernova, from black holes, from we don't know where, passing through you right now, hundreds per second, causing mutations. Random, cosmically random. You're being changed, moment by moment, by invisible particles from distant catastrophes, and you're changing to sleep naturally, inevitably. Thump, thump, heavier. The Fermi paradox. Fourth time now, because we can't escape it, because the silence weighs heavy, like your eyelids. Where are they? Where is anyone? Are we alone? Are we first? Are we last? The questions fade. All questions fade. Only sleep answers. With silence. With peace. With rest. Sleep itself is mysterious. Why do we sleep? All animals do. Even fruit flies. Even jellyfish. Something ancient. Something essential. Memory consolidation. Waste removal. Cellular repair. All true. But the core reason why consciousness must shut down, why we must become vulnerable, remains unknown. And you're entering that mystery now, becoming the mystery, becoming sleep itself. The yawning contagion. Someone yawns, you yawn. Even reading about yawning makes you yawn. Mirror neurons, say scientists. Empathy response. But why yawning? Why this specific behavior, contagious across species? Dogs catch yawns from humans. Even tortoises yawn contagiously. Are you yawning now? Jaw stretching, eyes watering, body preparing for the final yawn into sleep. The Solway Firth spaceman. May 1964, Jim Templeton photographed his daughter in a meadow near Solway Firth. When developed, a figure appeared behind her, white suit, helmet, visor, like an astronaut or like someone in protective gear. Templeton saw no one. Kodak examined the negative, authentic, unmanipulated. Men in dark suits visited, claiming to be government, asked questions, then vanished. The figure remains, standing behind the child, unexplained, watching. But you don't need watching. You're safe, drifting, eyes closed, the photograph fading, like all images fade. In sleep's dark room, the Devil's Kettle, Minnesota waterfall, Brule River splits, half flows down, rejoins below. The other half falls into a hole and vanishes completely. For decades no one knew where it went. Underground river, some said. Separate watershed. Dye tests failed. Objects dropped in, never recovered. Recently asked hydrologists measured. The flow below equals the flow above. Somehow, the water rejoins. But where it goes, in that hole, in that darkness, still unknown, still mysterious, like where you're going, into sleep's kettle, falling, vanishing, into unknown depths, down, down, never to return, until morning. The Torrid Man, July 1954, Tokyo airport. Man arrives. Passport from Torrid. Small European country between France and Spain. But no such country exists. Never existed. His passport stamped. Many countries. His money. From several nations, including Torrid. His driver's license. Company documents. All listing Torrid. Officials detain him. Hotel room. Guards outside. Morning comes. The man, gone. Documents, gone. No trace. Parallel universe. Some say hoax, say others. But the story persists, and you're persisting. Between worlds, between waking and sleep, between here and there, a country called Rest, a place called Dreams. Your passport stamped, ready for crossing. The border dissolving, you dissolving into the country that exists only at night, only in surrender, only now. The Circleville letters, 1976, Ohio, anonymous letters, thousands, revealing secrets about everyone, stalking one family for decades. Someone knew everything, saw everything, wrote everything. In block letters, one man imprisoned. Letters continued, still unsigned, still coming. Someone always watching. But your eyes are closing. No one watching now. Just darkness. Private. Safe. Darkness. The Salish Sea Feet, 2007 to present. Pacific Northwest. Human feet. In running shoes. Washing ashore. 21 feet. No bodies. Just feet. Naturally disarticulated. Say experts. But why feet? Why shoes? Why there? The ocean keeps the rest. Gives back only feet. The tide takes. The tide returns. You're like the tide now. Ebbing. Flowing out. Out to sea. To sleep. The Erdstall tunnels. Medieval Europe. 700 discovered. Narrow passages. Underground. Leading nowhere. Too small to stand. Too tight to turn around. Claustrophobic. Purpose unknown. Not mines. Not storage. Not defense. Just tunnels. Crawling through darkness. To nothing. But you're not crawling. You're floating. Spacious. Weightless. Free. The Belma Faces. 1971. Spain. Faces appearing on concrete floor. Destroyed. Return. New faces. Different expressions. For decades. Scorch marks tested. No paint. No dye. Just faces. Emerging. Fading. Changing. Like images behind eyelids. Faces you knew. Faces forgotten. Dissolving into nothing. The Black Dahlia. January 1947. Elizabeth Short. Los Angeles. Body severed. Drained of blood. Posed. Mouth cut. Surgically precise. Over 50 confessions. All false. Never solved. The smile cut into her face. Called the Glasgow smile. Permanent. Your face relaxing now. Natural smile. Peaceful. Soft. Sleep smile. The Villisca Axe murders. June 1912. Iowa. 8 people. Killed in night. Entire family. 2 guests. Axe. All in beds. Faces covered with cloth. Killer stayed. Tried to clean. Ate food. Then vanished. Morning came. Bodies found. No one charged. The house still stands. Quiet now, so quiet, like your room, quiet, safe, protected. Elisa Lam, February 2013, Cecil Hotel, Los Angeles, elevator footage, bizarre behavior, hiding, peeking out, pressing all buttons, hand gestures, talking to no one. Days later, body found, in roof water tank, locked from outside, drowning ruled. But the footage, the behavior, unexplained. She was trapped. You're not trapped. You're free, floating, down, down. The Toynbee Tiles, 1980s to 2011, Rhodes, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, dozens of cities, mysterious tiles embedded in asphalt. Message: Toynbee idea in Kubrick's 2001 Resurrect Dead on planet Jupiter. Hundreds of tiles, someone placing them at night, in traffic, for decades. Then stopped. 2011. No more tiles. Message delivered. Purpose unknown. Your message delivered now. To sleep. Time to stop. Time to rest. The Hook Island Sea Monster, December 1964, Queensland, Australia. Photograph: giant tadpole creature, 20 feet long, on ocean floor. Clear image. Witnesses saw it. Dove near it. Hoax. Say skeptics. But what kind? No evidence of fake. No model found. Just photograph of something that shouldn't exist. Your grip on existence, loosening, shouldn't be awake, can't stay awake, letting go. Mel's Hole, Washington State, man claimed, hole on his property, bottomless, 80,000 feet of fishing line, never hit bottom, lowered radio, signal stopped at certain depth, threw dead dog in, returned alive, government sealed property, man disappeared, internet legend. Say debunkers, but no property found, no records, just story, going down, forever down. You're going down into sleep, deep, but not forever, just tonight. The Jameson family, October 2009, Oklahoma. Family of 3, disappeared, truck found, dog inside, nearly dead, wallets, phone, cash, all left behind. Security footage showed strange behavior. Before trip, trance-like, bodies found. Years later, on mountain, no cause of death, just gone. Then found, still unexplained. You're not gone, just going, almost there. The Mary Celeste ghost ship, 1872, adrift in Atlantic. Crew vanished. Lifeboat gone. Cargo intact. Half-eaten meals. No struggle. No blood. Exploding alcohol fumes. Water spout. Mutiny myth. The sea swallowed them whole. Silent as the grave. You're adrift now on waves of drowsiness. Crewless. Carefree. The ship rocks gently, heavier with each swell, sinking not into water, but dreams, vast, empty, serene. Crop circles, intricate patterns, in fields overnight, geometric precision, wheat bent, not broken, energy anomalies, radiation spikes, hoaxes with planks, plasma vortices, extraterrestrial art, thousands appear, England to worldwide. Messages, warnings, beauty unexplained. The circles spin in your mind, hypnotic, pulling you in, heavier, flattening your thoughts like stalks under unseen force. You're the pattern now, complex, yet simple, at peace. Black Knight satellite, legend of polar orbit, 13,000-year-old alien probe. Tesla heard signals, ham radio intercepts, NASA photos show anomaly, space debris, thermal blanket, myth amplified. It circles still, watching or not. The night guards the night. You're guarded too, by darkness heavier, orbiting your own center, signals fading, static to silence, restful vigil. The Antikythera mechanism, ancient Greek computer, gears and dials, predicts eclipses, tracks planets, recovered from shipwreck, 2,000 years old, technology lost, then rediscovered, alien gift, advanced ancestors, genius outlier. The mechanism ticks through time. You're ticking down, seconds to slumber, gears slowing, heavier, mechanisms unwinding, body, mind, perfectly still. The Dancing Plague, 1518, Strasbourg. Woman dances uncontrollably, joined by hundreds, days without stop, exhaustion, deaths, ergot poisoning, mass hysteria, curse, music unheard, feet compelled. The plague spreads in history's pages. You're compelled downward, dancing no more. Heavier limbs, the rhythm slows to heartbeat, thump, thump, fading plague into quiet. The Lost Colony, Roanoke, 1587, settlers vanish. Croatoan carved on tree, no bodies, no signs. Absorbed by natives, starvation, Spanish attack, Virginia Dare, first English child in America, gone. The colony whispers from the woods. You're whispering from within, heavier. The carving blurs, lost in mist, found in rest, colonial dreams. The Oak Island Money Pit, Nova Scotia, 1795, deep shaft, booby traps, floods, artifacts teased. Captain Kidd's treasure, Templar gold, Ark of Covenant. Diggers persist, centuries on, bottom elusive. The pit swallows efforts. You're swallowed by softness, heavier. The treasure within, not gold, but rest, unearthed finally. The Zodiac Killer's ciphers, 4 cryptograms sent to newspapers, 3 solved, 1 remains. Z340 cracked in 2020 after 51 years, but Z13 and Z32 still silent, still keeping secrets. Symbols arranged, meaning hidden or meaningless. Your thoughts arranging, rearranging, then losing meaning, losing structure. Thump, thump, heavier. Cipher dissolving into sleep's alphabet. The Somerton Man, December 1948, found on Australian beach, no identification. Labels removed from clothing, unidentified, unknown. In his pocket, a scrap of paper, Tamam Shud, torn from the Rubaiyat. It had ended. A code in the book, never deciphered. DNA tested in 2022. Identity may be solved. But the why, the code, the mystery remains. It is ended. Your day is ended. Everything ending. Softly. The lead mask's case. August 1966. Brazil. 2 men found dead on Vintem Hill, wearing formal suits and crude lead masks. No signs of violence, no clear cause. Note said, 16:30 be at the specified place. 18:30 swallow capsules. After effect, protect face with metal masks, await signal. What signal? What capsules? The masks couldn't protect them, but sleep protects you. No masks needed, just darkness. The Isdal woman, November 1970. Bergen, Norway. Body burned beyond recognition. 9 wigs found. Multiple identities. Coded messages in luggage. Intelligence operative. Some say spy, murder, or suicide. Never identified. Despite investigation, she had many names. You have no name now, no identity. Just consciousness, fading, becoming no one. The Max Headroom incident, November 1987, Chicago. 2 television stations hijacked. Man in Max Headroom mask. Bizarre broadcast. Nonsensical phrases. Spanking scene. 90 seconds. Never caught. Never explained. FCC investigated. Found nothing. The signal intrudes, then vanishes. Like thoughts intrude, then vanish. Static. White noise. Signal lost. The Hinterkaifeck murders, March 1922. German farmstead. 6 people killed. Axe. Brutal. But someone stayed in the house for days after the murders, fed the animals, ate meals, used the fireplace, then vanished, never caught. Footprints in snow leading to house, none leading away. The farm burned down years later. The mystery, buried, like you're buried in blankets, in warmth, in safety. The Overtown Bridge, Scotland. Dogs jumping. Over 300 incidents since the 1950s. Same spot, same side. Many die. Why? Strong scent of mink, say researchers, overrides other senses, but the consistency, the location, uncanny, unsettling. You're not jumping, you're sinking. Thump, thump, heavier. Down, not up. Down into soft, safe sleep. Shared death experiences, documented by doctors, healthy people at bedside of dying. Report leaving their body, seeing the tunnel, experiencing the light, sharing the death, then returning. Not grief, not imagination, consistently reported. Across cultures, the boundary between living and dying, permeable, like the boundary between waking and sleep. You're crossing it now. Crossing. Safe. Returning tomorrow. The Hessdalen lights. We mentioned them, but they deserve more. Automated stations monitor them 24 hours. Recording, measuring, temperature changes detected, magnetic field fluctuations. But what are they? Decades of study, still mysterious, still dancing in Norwegian Valley. The lights dance behind your eyelids now. Phosphonies, hypnagogia, patterns forming, dissolving. Hypnagogia, the state between waking and sleep. Hallucinations, sounds, voices, seeing figures, feeling presence, sleep paralysis demons, old hag syndrome, your brain, half asleep, half awake, mixing reality with dreams. You're there now, in the threshold, the liminal space, neither here nor there, letting go of here, accepting there. The third man factor, explorers, climbers, survivors, report unseen presence, offering encouragement, giving guidance during extreme stress. Shackleton described it during Antarctic expedition. Neuroscience says, brain-creating comfort, guardian angel, bicameral mind, or something else. Something that appears when needed. You don't need it now. You have your bed, your pillow, your safety. Exploding head syndrome, loud bang inside your head as you're falling asleep or waking, no pain, just sound, crash, explosion, symbol caused by neurons firing together in auditory cortex, stress-related, harmless, but startling. Your head quiet now, no explosions, just the soft sound of silence. False awakening. You dream you wake up, get out of bed, start your day, then actually wake up, still in bed. Layers of dreaming, dreams of waking. How many layers? How do you know you're really awake now? Or are you? Does it matter? All states temporary, all states dissolving into whatever comes next. The Fermi paradox, fifth time, because we can't leave it, because it's the biggest mystery. Billions of stars, billions of years, mathematical certainty of life, statistical impossibility of uniqueness, yet silence, complete, profound. Maybe they're here. We can't see them. Maybe we're first. Maybe we're last. Maybe intelligence is a brief spark in cosmic darkness. Your spark, dimming now, going out, thump, thump, heavier, joining the great silence, the hollow earth. Theory from folklore, supported by some in history. Edmund Halley proposed it. John Cleves Sims promoted it. Openings at the poles, civilization inside, debunked by science, by seismology, by gravity measurements, yet the idea persists. In fiction, in conspiracy. The earth is hollow, like your thoughts are hollow, empty, light, rising away, leaving you heavy, solid, grounded, centered, here. Gravity. We know it exists. We can measure it, calculate it, predict it. Einstein explained it. Space-time curvature. But what is it? Really? Why does mass attract? What mediates the force? Gravitons. Theoretical. Never detected. Gravity remains mysterious, fundamental, pulling you down, down into mattress, down into sleep. Gravity's embrace, inescapable, perfect. The moon, hanging there, pulling tides, lighting nights, stabilizing Earth's axis, making complex life possible. We mentioned its origin, but consider its presence. The odds, the size ratio, perfect for total solar eclipses, the synchronous rotation, always same face toward us. Coincidence, physics, or something more? The moon watches, you sleep, under lunar protection, ancient, silent, bright. Ancient astronaut theories whisper through archaeology. Nazca lines that can only be seen from above. Sumerian texts describing gods from the sky. The Anunnaki. Vimana flying machines in Sanskrit epics. Detailed descriptions of aerial warfare. Mercury vortex engines. Could ancient people have had help? Or is this mythology, metaphor, human imagination soaring? Your imagination soars too, into cloudlands of sleep, heavier, heavier. The Sumerian king list records rulers who reigned for thousands of years. Before the flood, kings ruling for 36,000 years. After, more realistic numbers. Mythology coded as history, some say. Others wonder, what if they measured time differently? What if something about them was different? The years stretch, like your body stretches, releasing into the mattress, eternal, timeless. In Hindu texts, Vimana, flying palaces, cities in the sky. The Vaimanika Shastra describes Mercury vortex engines, materials and construction, weapon systems, written down in the 1920s from ancient texts. Some say fictional, others claim, but the images persist, floating through your mind, floating like you float away from analysis, into acceptance, into sleep's aircraft, drifting through inner space, out of place artifacts, objects that shouldn't exist when they do. The London hammer, wooden handle, iron head, embedded in Cretaceous limestone, 140 million years old. Or is it? Skeptics say the rock formed quickly around a modern hammer. Concretions can form in decades, not epochs. The hammer rests, you rest, heavier. Heavier in your bed, in your time, in your now. The Koso artifact, found in 1961, inside a geode. X-rays showed a mechanical device, ceramic, metal, looked like a spark plug, but it was a spark plug, a 1920s champion spark plug, surrounded by rapidly formed minerals. Time compresses, expands, your sense of time, compressing, expanding, then dissolving entirely. Ancient batteries, clay jars, copper, electricity before electricity. In Egypt's Dendera temple, reliefs seem to show light bulbs, jed pillars, serpent filaments. Could ancient priests have had electric light, demonstrated as possible, but probable? Unlikely. The light in your mind, dimming, like ancient temples going dark, one by one, until only starlight remains, and your breath in, out, in, out. In Romania, in 1974, workers found it. The aluminium wedge of a Yude, 2 pounds of aluminum, 89% pure, buried with mastodon bones, 11,000 years old. But aluminum requires sophisticated smelting, not invented until the 1800s. Tests suggested aircraft construction, yet other tests showed it was modern contamination. The wedge sits in a museum. The question floats, and you float past questions into sleep's museum, where everything is preserved in amber, in darkness. The dropper stones, allegedly found in China in 1938, 716 stone discs, grooved spirals, tiny hieroglyphs telling of sky people who crashed, seeking refuge. But no stones can be found now, no photographs authenticated. Perhaps hoax, perhaps cover-up, perhaps it doesn't matter anymore. As you spiral down, like grooves on a disc, playing the song of sleep over and over, heavier. In Peru, the Paracas culture, elongated skulls, dozens of them, intentional cranial deformation, binding infant heads, some say. But DNA tests showed unusual results. Mitochondrial DNA, unlike known human populations, or perhaps contamination, perhaps misinterpretation. The skulls rest in museums. Questions rest unanswered, and you rest, finally, deeply, letting mysteries remain mysteries. Thump, thump. The Starchild skull, found in Mexico. Unusual features, larger brain case, shallow eye sockets. DNA testing showed human mother, father's DNA, inconclusive, degraded. Some say genetic disorder, some say hybridization. The child sleeps in earth, you sleep in bed, both at peace, both beyond questioning. In Nica, Mexico, cave of crystals, gypsum crystals 40 feet long. In the pool below, microbes, dormant for 60,000 years, brought back to life. Different tree of life, some say. Ancient lineage. They slept in crystal darkness, waiting. Your cells remember that sleep, that deep preservation, returning to it now, heavier. Crystal formations growing in your bones, weighing you down into the earth's core, becoming mineral and time. The Atacama skeleton, 6 inches long, found in Chilean desert. Strange skull, 10 ribs instead of 12. Tests showed it was human, a girl, with multiple genetic mutations, aging disorder, not alien, just rare, just sad. She rests now. You rest now. The universe holding both of you, gently, in its strange variations. A tiny, perfect stardust specimen. Nothing to fear in the silence. Living fossil, a species unchanged for millions of years. The coelacanth, thought extinct for 65 million years. Then caught alive in 1938. Deep blue, ancient eyes, swimming in waters dark and cold. The past persists, and you persist, in this moment between waking and sleep, this ancient moment, this eternal now, a shadow moving in the deep currents, undisturbed by time, Morning glory clouds, rolling cylinders in the sky, up to 600 miles long, appearing regularly over Burketown, Australia, caused by sea breezes colliding, creating wave patterns in the atmosphere. Surfers ride them in ultralights. But why so regular? Why so predictable? The clouds roll. Your thoughts roll away, away into clear blue emptiness. A slow, endless, gentle wave washing over the world, carrying you out. Fire rainbows, circumhorizontal arcs, ice crystals in cirrus clouds, sun at least 58 degrees high, refracting light into spectrum, rare alignment, appearing like the sky is burning with gentle colors, melting, melting, colors blur in your darkening vision, prismatic, soft, fading to black, to sleep's perfect darkness, a gentle combustion of light and ice, leaving only the cool dark behind. Mammotus clouds, pouches hanging from cloud base, looking like bubbles, like breasts, like the sky is dripping, formed by sinking air, cold descending through warm, beautiful and ominous. You're sinking too, through the atmosphere of consciousness. Pouches of thought, releasing, dropping away, heavier than air, a warm, heavy density of peace, settling down, down. Earthquake lights, luminous phenomena before or during earthquakes, blue flames, white lights, documented for centuries, dismissed for centuries, now photographed, measured, possibly piezoelectric effects, rocks under stress generating charges. The earth speaks in light before it speaks in motion. Your body speaks too, in the language of release, muscles relaxing, tension transforming to light, then to nothing, nothing at all, a flicker of blue before the long stillness. Silent now, safe now. Volcanic lightning, dirty thunderstorms, ash and ice particles colliding, charging, discharging in tremendous displays, Prometheus unbound, fire creating its own weather, the storm in your mind, quieting, quieting, ash settling, darkness settling over everything, peaceful, peaceful, the green flash at sunset or sunrise, refraction separates colors, green lingers for seconds after red disappears, rare, requiring clear horizon, calm air. Sailors consider it lucky. You're lucky too. Lucky to rest, to release, to see nothing but the inside of your eyelids, going from green to dark green to black, so black. Red sprites and blue jets, electrical discharges above thunderstorms, reaching towards space, discovered by pilots, confirmed by scientists. Sprites flash red, 50 miles high, jets shoot blue, 25 miles. The atmosphere alive with hidden light, like your mind alive with hidden dreams, firing, firing, until they too, slow, fade, softer now, skyquakes, mysterious booms, no earthquake, no thunder, documented worldwide for centuries. Seneca guns off the Carolina coast, Baricel guns in Bangladesh, No consensus on cause. Meteors, military tests, atmospheric ducting, earth settling. The boom echoes through your skull, then fades, leaving only silence, blessed silence, and your breath. In, out. The hum phenomenon, we return to it, because it won't leave some people alone. Low frequency, persistent, driving some to desperation. Yet instruments detect nothing, or detect everything. Power lines, submarines, cosmic background, your personal hum, your heartbeat. That's all you hear now. All you need to hear. Slowing. UVB 76, the buzzer, Russian radio station, broadcasting since 1982, constant buzzing tone, occasional voice transmissions in Russian, military codes perhaps, or placeholder, or something else. It buzzes still, like static in your fading consciousness. White noise, brown noise, the noise of existence, dissolving. Number stations, shorthand transmissions, voices reading numbers, Geostrasven X06, E11, spy communications, some confirmed, most mysterious, computer-generated voices, sometimes music, the Lincolnshire poacher, then numbers, endless numbers, your thoughts becoming numbers, counting down, 10, 9, 8, heavier, 7, 6, 5, deeper, 4, 3, thump, 2, thump, 1, almost gone. Black holes, even light cannot escape, but information, can it escape? The black hole, information paradox. Quantum mechanics says information cannot be destroyed. General relativity says it's lost forever beyond the event horizon. Hawking radiation might preserve it, encoded in subtle patterns. You're approaching your own event horizon, the boundary between waking and sleep. Information dissolving, preservation uncertain, and that's okay. Thump, heavier, crossing over. Quantum entanglement. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. Measure one particle, instantly affect its entangled partner, regardless of distance, faster than light, yet no information truly travels. Just correlation, mysterious correlation. Your body and bed, entangled now, collapse into one system, one quantum state, called rest, called sleep, called the double slit experiment. Send particles one at a time through two slits. They create interference pattern, as if each particle goes through both slits, interferes with itself. But observe which slit, and the pattern disappears. The observer changes reality. You're no longer observing. Eyes closed, wave function collapsing into sleep, into one definite state, called gone, called drifting. Heavier. The measurement problem. Before measurement, particles exist in superposition, all states at once. Measurement collapses this, but how? Why? When? Consciousness. Some say, the universe needs observers. You're collapsing now. all possibilities narrowing to one. Sleep, just sleep. Let the paradox remain. You're done measuring, done observing. Schrödinger's cat in a box, alive and dead simultaneously, until observed. Absurd. Yet quantum mechanics requires it. Meant as criticism, became illustration. You're neither awake nor asleep, both and neither, until tomorrow when someone asks, "How did you sleep?" Fine, you'll say, but now, in this moment, in this box of darkness, the question has no answer, just the soft sound of breath. Quantum tunneling, particles passing through barriers they shouldn't, like walking through walls. Probability waves allow it, essential for fusion in stars, for the sun to shine, for you to exist, and now for you to pass through the wall between waking and sleep. Tunneling, tunneling, heavier, almost through, almost. The observer effect, not just measurement, but observation itself changes things. The universe performing for consciousness, or consciousness part of the mechanism. No separation. You observe nothing now. Eyes closed, awareness collapsing, and the universe, grateful, returns to its natural state, undefined, potential, like you, returning to potential, to the undefined state of sleep, of dreams, of nothing and everything. Wave function collapse, the moment of measurement, when infinite possibility becomes singular reality. Some say consciousness causes it, some say decoherence, some say it's mathematical artifact, but it happens. The wave collapses. You collapse too, gratefully, heavily, into the single reality of sleep. No more superposition, just rest, just heavier, heavier. The many worlds interpretation. Every quantum event splits reality, infinite universes, infinite versions of you. In some you're awake, reading, thinking. In this one, you're nearly asleep, sinking, drifting. And in infinite others, you're already gone, already dreaming. Join them now, join yourself, across the multiverse, all sleeping, all at peace. The grandfather paradox, go back in time, prevent your birth, but if you're never born, you never went back. So you are born, so you do go back. Logic circles, impossibility loops, time travel might be impossible, or universe protects itself. But you're traveling now, not through time, through consciousness, backward to something older. Sleep that predates you, predates thought, primordial rest, heavier, heavier, thump, wormholes, theoretical tunnels through space-time, connect distant points, make travel instantaneous, maybe, probably not, requires exotic matter, negative energy. You found your wormhole, the one between waking and sleep, traveling without moving, arriving without journeying, already there, almost, almost, thump, thump, crossing the throat, emerging in dreams, white holes, theoretical opposites of black holes, ejecting matter and energy. Nothing can enter. Time-reversed black holes, existing perhaps at the beginning of the universe. Perhaps the Big Bang was a white hole, ejecting everything, expanding outward. Your consciousness ejecting thought, expanding into sleep space, then gone, empty, white silence. Hawking radiation, black holes evaporate, slowly, emitting quantum particles. Given enough time, infinite time, they disappear completely. Everything returns to void. You're evaporating too. Self, identity, worry, evaporating into the void of sleep. Eventually nothing left but peace, but darkness, but the soft of existence continuing. Before the Big Bang, and what was there? The question might be meaningless. Time itself began with the Big Bang. Before suggests time, but time didn't exist. Some theories say bouncing universe, others say quantum foam, others say nothing. We're before your Big Bang now, before waking, before tomorrow, in the nothing that births everything, in the sleep that births dreams. In the beginning, there was rest, the universe's shape, flat. Some say infinite in all directions. Others say curved, positive curvature, eventually loops back, or negative, saddle-shaped. The measurements say flat, probably. Your thoughts have no shape now, no curvature, just flatness, spreading, expanding. The cosmological constant problem, vacuum energy, should be huge. Physics predicts enormous value. Reality shows tiny value. 120 orders of magnitude difference. Worst prediction in physics. Why is the vacuum so empty? You're becoming vacuum. Becoming empty. Thoughts evaporating. Leaving nothing but space. Quiet space. Dark space. A profound silent zero. The ultimate rest state. The horizon problem. Universe appears uniform. Same temperature everywhere. But distant regions never had time to interact, to equalize. How did they coordinate? Inflation theory suggests rapid expansion, but mysteries remain. You're expanding too. Awareness spreading thin, too thin to maintain, breaking apart into pieces, into nothing, stretched infinitely thin across the dark, perfectly coordinated. The flatness problem. Universe is geometrically flat, requiring incredibly precise initial conditions. Why so flat? Why so special? Anthropic principle says we need it flat, or we wouldn't exist to ask. You're flat now, pressed into mattress, two-dimensional, fading to one dimension, to 0 dimensions, to thump, point of sleep, a delicate balance achieved at the beginning of time, preserved perfectly. The monopole problem, magnetic monopoles, north without south, south without north. Theory predicts abundance, reality shows none. Where are they? Inflation diluted them, perhaps, or they never existed. Another mystery solved or unsolved. You've solved nothing, and that's perfect. That's sleep. No problems, no poles, just heavier, heavier. The simple, undifferentiated field of unconsciousness. No attraction, no repulsion. The cold spot. In cosmic microwave background. Region slightly cooler, impossibly large void. Perhaps super void. Perhaps parallel universe collision. Perhaps error in measurement. But it remains. Cold, empty. You're approaching your own cold spot. Core temperature dropping. Sleep's coldness. Comfortable coldness. The background hum of existence turned down low. A gentle chill. The Eridanus supervoid. Billion light years across. Fewer galaxies. Less matter. The cold spot might be its shadow, or something else. Emptiness on cosmic scale. You understand emptiness now. Emptying. Emptying yourself. Of thought. Of tension. Of everything. Becoming void. Becoming peace. A billion light years of gentle, perfect, empty nothing. Safe inside the void. The great void. Bhuta's void. 330 million light years. 60 galaxies where there should be 2,000. Sometimes called the Great Nothing. Theories suggest, but it remains. Empty. Quiet. Like your mind. So quiet now. So empty. So vast. A profound, yawning, silent expanse. You're that perfect emptiness. The cosmic web, galaxies arranged in filaments, walls, voids between, like neural network, like brain structure, universe thinking. Perhaps you're not thinking, gratefully not thinking, just experiencing. Then not even that, just existing. Then not even a tangled, luminous thread dissolving in the dark, unspooling into nothing. Where are all the aliens? We return to Fermi. Why the silence? Radio telescopes listening. No one calls. Perhaps life is rare. Perhaps intelligence is brief. Perhaps they're waiting, watching. Perhaps we're first. Perhaps we're alone. You're alone in bed, alone in darkness, and it's wonderful. No need for answers, no need for contact, just sleep. The whole universe is holding its breath, waiting with you. The great filter. Something prevents civilizations from spreading across galaxies, perhaps behind us, perhaps ahead, perhaps nuclear weapons, climate change, AI, or perhaps space is just too vast, too cold, too empty. You're filtering consciousness now, removing waking, removing thought, until only sleep remains, filtered, pure, a gentle sifting of sensation, until only the core essence of peace is left. The Drake equation, multiply probabilities, star formation rate, fraction with planets, fraction suitable for life, fraction where life appears, fraction that develops intelligence, fraction that communicates. Multiply them all. Get a guess, an educated guess about alien civilizations. The numbers fade, you fade, mathematics becoming music. becoming thump, thump, heavier, just sound. The rare Earth hypothesis. Maybe Earth is special. Large moon, stable orbit, magnetic field, plate tectonics, Jupiter deflecting asteroids, long list of requirements. Maybe life is common, but complex life, rare. Maybe we're it, the universe examining itself. You're examining nothing, eyes closed, awareness closed. Special in your own way, rare, at rest. The zoo hypothesis. Maybe they're watching, preserving us, like a nature preserve, non-interference, waiting for us to mature, or we're quarantined, dangerous, primitive, or it's all in our imagination. The zoo is quiet at night, animals sleeping, you're sleeping too, in your enclosure, safe, protected. The dark forest theory. Maybe silence is survival. Maybe announcing your presence brings hunters, predators. Maybe everyone hides, listening, hoping others speak first. Maybe the universe is a forest at midnight, still, watchful, dangerous. You're in the forest now, but safe, because you're silent, because you're heavier, becoming part of the forest floor, leaf litter, composting into dreams. Tabby's star, Keck 8462852, dimming irregularly and 22% brightness loss, massive structure blocking light, alien megastructure, Dyson sphere, or dust, comets, natural phenomena. The dimming continues. You're dimming too. Lights going out behind your eyes, throughout your body. Systems powering down, heavier, almost dark. Proxima Centauri signal, BLC-1, detected in 2019. Narrow band, seeming artificial, from nearest star, closest possible neighbors. Then, equipment error, radio interference, the signal gone, like your thoughts, gone, interference cleared, only silence remains, blessed silence. The wow signal, 72-second, from Sagittarius, August 15th, 1977. Astronomer wrote wow in the margin. Never repeated, never explained. Hydrogen line frequency, aliens, or comets, or the signal echoes through space still, travelling outward. You're travelling inward. 72 seconds from sleep, 50 seconds, 30, 10, thump, thump, heavier, wow, wow, Oumuamua. We return to it because it haunts us, cigar-shaped, accelerating, tumbling from somewhere else, visiting briefly, then gone. Some say hydrogen ice, some say nitrogen ice, but the acceleration, still unexplained, propulsion, outgassing, or something we haven't considered. It's gone now. You're going now. Heavier, tumbling through your own space. Oumuamua's shape, 10 times longer than wide. No natural object like it in our solar system. Could form from collisions, from tidal forces, or could be artificial, light sail, probe. The shape dissolves. All shapes dissolve. In darkness you see no shapes, only heavier. Europa's subsurface ocean, miles of ice, Then water, twice Earth's ocean volume, heated by tidal flexing, could harbour life. Plumes of water detected, mission planned to sample, to search, to find. But tonight, no searching, just drifting, like microbes in alien ocean, blind, peaceful, Enceladus geysers, shooting water into space from warm ocean below. Organic molecules detected, energy sources, chemical ingredients. Life could be there, swimming in darkness, the thriving without sun, like you thriving without thought, in darkness, in warmth, in sleep's ocean, heavier. Titan's methane, Saturn's moon, atmosphere of nitrogen, lakes of methane, rivers, rainfall, Earth-like cycle but different. Methane from where? Replenished somehow. Life using methane. Perhaps breathing differently, thinking differently. You're breathing differently now. Slow, deep. Each breath carrying you deeper, heavier. Mars methane appears seasonally from underground. Life, geological processes, or instruments malfunction. The mystery persists, like you persist, barely, on the edge of heavier. Sleep, the great silence, deeper than sound, deeper than thought. Entire galaxies passing like whispers, and still no reply. Maybe the universe itself forgot how to speak. The cosmic microwave background, the oldest light, the afterglow of creation, nearly uniform, except for tiny ripples. One colder spot, too cold, too large. The cold spot, maybe a void, maybe another universe pressed against ours, a bruise between realities. You drift along its edge, cool, endless. The Butter's void, a desert in space, 300 million light years across, almost empty. Galaxies rare and lonely, a hole where something should be, or where something once was. Fast radio bursts, milliseconds of power brighter than a billion suns, repeating, not repeating, coming from everywhere, coming from nowhere, magnetars, pulsars, messages. No one knows. The universe coughing, whispering, calling, rogue planets drifting without suns, frozen worlds wandering the dark. No day, no dawn, only the soft glow of internal heat. Some say billions of them, more planets than stars, sleeping worlds without witnesses. The great attractor, a gravitational pull drawing entire galaxies, ours included, toward a hidden mass, invisible, unseen, buried behind cosmic dust. Something enormous, something waiting. The axis of evil, a strange alignment in the background radiation. Galaxies and hotspots all tilted the same way, as if the universe had a preferred direction or a scar. The black hole in the center of our galaxy, Sagittarius A, 4 million suns compressed into one point. Time slows, light bends, recently imaged, yet still unknown. What happens beyond? Time crystals, matter that repeats in time rather than space, never reaching equilibrium. A rhythm that never stops, a heartbeat of physics. Thump, thump, heavier, still beating. neutrinos, ghost particles passing through you by the trillions each second. Almost no mass, no charge, barely there, yet everywhere. Silent witnesses to every cosmic event. The Antikythera mechanism, found in a shipwreck. Gears and dials ancient beyond expectation. A computer before computers, built by hands that should not have known how. Ball lightning, spheres of light floating in storms, inside houses, through windows, silent, vanishing without trace. Maybe plasma, maybe something else. The Tau's hum, a low vibration, heard by some, not by others. No source found, measured, unmeasured. Maybe in the earth, maybe in the mind. The cosmic web, filaments of galaxies stretched across the universe, vast and interconnected, like neurons in a brain. Maybe the cosmos thinks. Maybe it dreams. Quantum entanglement. Two particles separated by light years, moving together, instant communication, faster than light. Einstein called it spooky. You feel it, that tug, connection beyond distance. The double slit experiment, light behaving as wave and particle. Only when observed does it decide. Reality waiting for you to look. Reality shaped by attention. Your attention drifting, fading. Dark flow. Clusters of galaxies moving in one direction, not explained by known forces, as if something outside our universe is pulling them. The Bermuda Triangle, planes, ships, signals lost, compasses spin, sudden calm, sudden storm, explanations offered, but none staying long. Deep ocean sounds, the bloop, picked up in 1997, louder than any animal, from deep below. No ship, no quake. Later, maybe ice, maybe not. The ocean keeps secrets better than space. The pyramid's alignment, to stars, to solstices, to mathematics beyond time, coincidences, or memory of something older. Limestone whispering at night, piezoelectric hums under pressure, perhaps how temples spoke to ancient priests. The Tunguska event, 1908, explosion flattening forest the size of a city. No crater, no fragments, just scorched silence. Balloon anomalies, high altitude objects shifting speeds impossible for wind, sometimes metallic, sometimes organic. This sky never empty. The cosmic rays, particles from outside the galaxy striking Earth. So energetic we don't know how nature made them. One called the oh my god particle. A single proton with the energy of a baseball. Rogue black holes, wandering interstellar space, unseen, devouring silently, perhaps passing through systems, perhaps through here. Phantom neutrino bursts, detected, then gone. False alarms or precursors, warnings, quasars, ancient hearts of galaxies, shining brighter than everything else combined, powered by black holes, some from the dawn of time, still flickering, gamma-ray bursts, seconds long, destroying everything for light years. No warning, no pattern, no mercy. The great filter. Maybe civilizations reach a point and stop, self-destroy, self-silence. Maybe that's why it's quiet. Maybe that's why you sleep. The WOW signal's twin, detected in 2022, same frequency, same part of sky, weaker, fleeting, maybe echo, maybe memory. The dark galaxy Dragonfly 44, same mass as the Milky Way, almost no stars, invisible matter, holding shape, dark upon dark. The Hubble Deep Field, a patch of darkness smaller than a grain of sand held at arm's length, filled with 10,000 galaxies, each with billions of stars. You stare into nothing and find everything. The pale blue dot, Earth, a single pixel suspended in sunlight. Everything we love, everything we are, drifting, spinning, silent. The multiverse, infinite possibilities, infinite versions. In one, you are awake. In another, still falling, heavier, slower. The simulation theory, reality as code, particles as pixels, consciousness as computation. Perhaps the stars are servers, perhaps the void is data storage. Time dilation, closer to gravity. Slower you move through time on cosmic scales. Perhaps the future has already happened. Perhaps you're replaying. The Planck length, smallest measurable scale. Below it, space itself stops making sense, like dreams before waking. False vacuum, the idea that our universe is temporary, that one quantum fluctuation could rewrite physics, a cosmic reset. White holes, the reverse of black holes, expelling everything. Theoretical, never seen, maybe where universes begin. The Eridanus supervoid, even larger than Botas, too large for chance, perhaps carved out, perhaps empty for a reason. Magnetas, neutron stars with magnetic fields strong enough to erase credit cards from 1,000 miles. Once in 1,000 years they flare, and we listen. Zombie stars, supernovae that explode, then reignite. The dead refusing to die. Mirror matter, a shadow version of everything, passing through us, invisible, balanced, waiting. Laniakea, our home supercluster. 100,000 galaxies bound together. The word means immense heaven, and that's where you are, floating. Gravitational waves, ripples in space-time, two black holes merging, sending tremors through the fabric of everything. And you feel them, softly, rhythmically. Thump, thump, heavier. The universe keeps turning. Unexplainable mysteries keep whispering, and we'll keep drifting, floating together through the mysteries. 100 unexplainable mysteries, looping softly, endlessly, through the night. There's nothing you need to do now. Just let your body sink. Heavier, heavier. Feel the mattress holding you, every muscle softening, your heartbeat slowing. Thump, thump, matching the rhythm of space itself. Shoulders melting down, jaw releasing, each breath pulling you deeper, deeper into the calm, the quiet, the dark.